why would you go back to a hotel over and over again?
Yeah.
Is it about the rooms?
Yeah.
Is it about the F&B
Yes.
or the spa? If you compare all the luxury properties, they are similar in that sense.
Yeah.
All provide fine dining,
Yeah.
top-notch service,
Yeah.
but it's the people.
It's the people.
Like you
yeah.
mentioned, it's all about the people. Therein lies that balance. As much as we want to advance digitally,
Yeah. True.
but at the same time, how to mitigate where there's still that special human touch,
Yeah.
which people come back for.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe in luxury, the human touch is very important. So luxury can never be fully digital.
Yes. Selamat datang kembali lagi di Dialog Hospitality Podcast bersama saya Clay. Dan hari ini sangat spesial karena tamu kita hari ini adalah seorang pakar berpengalaman dalam dunia luxury, lifestyle, dan fine dining. Beliau adalah pendiri dan CEO BlackBookAsia Group serta mantan brand ambassador untuk Wine and Dine magazine. Wow, luar biasa. Please welcome Mr. Gabriel Tan.
Thank you so much.
How are you, Mr. Gabriel Tan?
Very good, very good. Very happy to be here.
Yes. So how's your experience in Bali now?
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic,
I always
yeah.
look forward to coming back to Bali.
Yes.
Come very frequently. And every time, it's something special. I take away making new friends.
Making new friends.
Meeting up, catching up with old friends. And just experiencing a different part of Bali.
This is magical, yeah?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
None on earth like this. Yes,
Okay, so I was told that you start your journey from banking.
Yes.
So from banking to hospitality and luxury lifestyle.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit about it?
Sure, definitely. All my life I was in banking.
Okay.
I started with Citibank and ended off in UBS.
Yeah.
I felt up to a certain stage, more than a decade in banking, that I kind of reached full circle.
Okay.
Yes. I always wanted to start my own business. And there's somebody who actually shared with me this saying that the world belongs to the risk takers.
The world belongs to the risk takers. I
Yeah.
agree to that. Okay.
And it's something that impacted me very much. And at that point of time, of course, I had some discussion with family, friends, some prayers, of course. And I decided, it's time to take a leap of faith,
Okay.
go for it. And as the saying goes, the rest is history.
The rest is okay.
Yeah. And in January this year, I'm very blessed to share that BlackBookAsia Group turned 11 years old.
Wow.
So it's been a interesting,
Yeah.
exciting journey, but very thankful to my team, very thankful to a lot of my supporters, many of whom are my ex-clients
Yes.
in the private banks who have has been with me through thick and thin. Yeah, so very thankful, and that's how the group came about and has evolved over the past 11 years.
So what's inspired you to build a BlackBookAsia Group?
Even during private banking, it's
Yeah.
all about managing clients.
Yes, true.
Managing the high net worth, ultra high net worth, meeting their needs.
Yes.
Basically helping them out. And during these many years in banking, I've come to enjoy that. Enjoy, solving problems for individuals, for their families. And BlackBookAsia Group is all about hospitality.
Yeah.
It's all about serving people, meeting their needs. I enjoy when I bring two individuals together and, for example, looking for a holiday.
Yes.
And another that is running a hotel in the destination, and there's a special wedding anniversary,
Yes.
for example. And looking at the pictures, looking at the smiley faces of that is the one that brings me a lot of satisfaction.
Oh, okay.
Plus, BlackBookAsia was formed for our friends.
Yeah. So there is also how you met with probably your partners, yeah?
Yes.
Through banking.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Do you have any? But why you choose luxury hospitality? But why you choose luxury instead of like a regular one?
Yes. Similarly, in private bank is high net worth clients that we are dealing with, and most of them are in the world of luxury.
Okay.
So it's a natural progression. They love all things luxury hotel, luxury brands, yacht, private jets, what have you.
Yeah.
And it's a joy. It's a learning journey for me as well.
Mhm.
I started from the beginning, learning about all these different aspects of luxury.
Yeah.
And through it all, and gain a love for it. And again, meeting my clients and seeing them, helping them solve anything they might have is something that has always been the vision for my company, and still is the vision for my
It
company.
still is deficient.
It is, yes.
Okay. Do you have any like a fun or fascinating personal story about luxury?
Many.
Many. Give me one.
There's one time where me and my friends, we decided to try off the beaten track location.
Okay.
This was somewhere in Japan, and this particular experience and location is in a mountain.
In a mountain. Okay.
It's actually a property built inside a mountain.
Inside the mountain.
Yes.
That's
Never
really
been
cool.
before. Yes.
Okay.
And the mountain is on its own private island that is only accessible by boat.
Okay.
So we were trying to find out how to go there, and when we entered, it's opulent because it's literally a mountain,
Yeah.
and we have escalators so long and high. I've never been on escalators like that, connecting you to different parts.
Is it
of
scary?
escalators. At first, a bit scary because when I must hold it, because you look down at the wall. But they have hot springs,
Yeah.
onsen, as the Japanese call it,
Yeah.
similar to Bali. I also found out over a few trips that Bali have their own hot springs.
Yes. Natural hot springs.
Natural hot spring that is similar to Japan, where you can just have a soak and enjoy.
Yeah.
So this has hot springs throughout the mountain. In the upper floors, there's cave onsen. At the lower level, it's called sea onsen.
Sea onsen.
Yeah.
Sea onsen.
Sea onsen.
Never heard that before.
Yes. So when the tide recedes, there's usually a lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
When the water recedes, there's actually potholes in the sea,
Okay.
which is filled with heated water because
Okay.
underneath is volcanic activity.
Yeah.
And what we do is just go and then dip in free of charge. And then
Wow.
the lifeguard is there just in case, sometimes the tide like to come back early. So kita mesti lari back to shore. And yeah, amazing experience. Very luxury, very exclusive.
Very exclusive.
Yes.
That's the
and,
word.
Yeah, fantastic experience. And being
Would you go back there?
definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, yes. And bring a lot of friends. Because I think is so far of all my travels is a one-of-a-kind experience that you remember.
Yes.
Yeah, and you want to go back, and not only go back, but to share the love and experience with others as well.
Okay. So that was in Japan.
Yes.
That was in Japan. Okay. So let's talk about the key hospitality trends in Asia, especially in Indonesia.
Correct.
Okay. Have you seen the rise of personalization, wellness, and exclusivity in luxury travel, just like you said before? What do you think about that in Asia?
Yes, definitely. I've seen that in Asia, in Indonesia as well, in Jakarta and Bali. I know previously we always enjoy those chocolate prayer lines during turn-down service. Sometimes they will actually paste your face
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
on it, and that is luxury. But more than that, they're going beyond that now.
Yes.
I remembered a trip where it was in Cambodia.
In Cambodia.
It was a long trip, 45-day trip, and it was towards the end of my trip. I laid back to sleep one day, and I realized, something is different. And next to me is my table lamp, and there's a photo
Sorry, your
frame.
what?
Table lamp.
Table lamp, okay.
lamp, and there's a photo frame of me and the frame just
In
there.
frame.
Yeah. So I was like, that's something different. So I called Zero and asked, I see a picture of me. And what the staff said, it was very interesting. The staff actually mentioned, Mr. Tan, we know that you've been traveling a long trip. You must miss home. The picture is actually of me at home.
Yeah.
I think they pull it up from social media. And it's like, hopefully this picture will make you feel more comfortable in our hotel,
nice.
in our room. And we know you're going back to Singapore soon. So until then, we are trying to make you as comfortable as possible. And that is simply amazing. So that is personalization to a different level. Yeah. So we enjoyed it, and I see that in many hotels in different mode and manner
Yes.
of personalization.
Yes.
Wellness, amazing, is another trend that it's been around.
It's been around,
Wellness. Again, it has evolved. So especially post-pandemic, I think a lot of us have been more health conscious.
Yeah.
Not only in the body-wise, like eating good food that is healthy, full of nutrition,
Yeah.
but in terms of taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Some me time, me love.
Yes,
You know,
me love.
on trips there is solo travelers also on the rise, where they like to go, have 1 week where they can just escape
Yeah.
and try to bring themselves back to a Zen level, you know, oneness with nature, with themselves. And yeah, I think wellness has gone beyond just massages and facial. Nothing wrong.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
enjoy my facial.
Yes.
My Balinese massage, I love it. Must have it every time.
Yes.
But it has gone beyond that.
Yeah.
So I think travelers are now more sophisticated.
Yeah.
They know what they want, and wellness is definitely one of them. Exclusivity, we just mentioned as well.
Yes.
Experience-based travels. Many of them have been, for example, back to Bali. Repeat travelers, but what else is there? So they're actually coming to stay, and they don't mind staying longer stays, luxury stays,
Yeah.
if they have enough experiences. And I believe Bali has a lot of untapped experiences
Yes.
yet to be revealed.
Yeah. Do you think we should do more?
I think that you can do more.
We can
For
do more.
sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot just about the hot springs.
Yes.
Many of us have not been. There's a lot of islands around Bali
Yeah.
that you can take cruises to.
Yes.
So wellness
Yeah.
theme experiences that you can package. So there's a lot more that Bali has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can do. Yes. So and I believe the travelers, the segment is there to receive those kind of special experiences.
That's true. And also think maybe Bali need to reach more to the northern side, to the west side, because that haven't been like more tourists there.
Correct.
Because like today there's only like in the southern area.
Yes.
Have you been to the northern or West Bali?
Unfortunately, no. I'm still waiting for the airport to open.
Yeah.
There might be a second airport in
Yeah.
Bali, and Lovina. I've always heard about
Yeah.
the dolphins in
Yes.
the north. So that is something that I think a lot of us have not been. That keeps us excited to keep coming back to Bali. There's something else that we still haven't done.
Yes.
But that is on the bucket list.
True.
And even the west. This particular trip, I'm actually going to Manggis
Okay.
area. I've never been, but I heard there is actually a beautiful area as well. So looking forward to it very much. Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever see about AI-driven experiences in hospitality, like digital concierge and smart hotels?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think is something you cannot ignore.
Yeah.
I think it's here to stay. I do know of friends, kawan-kawan, who
Kawan-kawan.
actually structure their travel itinerary using AI.
Using AI.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they will use whatever AI that they prefer to construct itinerary. Then comes the question, what happens to the travel agents?
Yeah.
What else can they offer on top of the AI? But AI is being used more and more.
Yes. True.
From casual travelers to corporate travelers. Corporate people are actually using AI to generate different itineraries for them, experiences for them,
Yeah.
so recommendations.
Yes.
Which at the tip of your fingers you can get it.
Yeah.
So AI, I think, is here to stay. Digitalization for sure. We have seen many hotels who have the DIY check-in and check-out.
In Japan,
kiosks.
there's a lot of that.
A lot. Yes,
Yes.
Jakarta as well.
Jakarta as well. Yes.
So it's as simple, like you can get your own key card,
Yeah.
and now it's on the phone.
Yeah.
Electronic key.
Yeah,
So you
electronic
just
key.
place it against the door and you're there. Security is still there because you got to place it at the lift before you can go up. So it's here, and I think you can only get more.
Yeah.
More hotels will embrace this. It would definitely, from a hotel owner's perspective, reduce manpower
Yes.
and by extension reduce costs
Yes.
of running a hotel.
Okay.
So the management companies all around are definitely looking at this as well. And I think there's many more. Do you remember the time where when we check into a hotel room, there's a big book
Yeah. We have to write our name.
and
Yes.
then the hotel directory, they tell you the opening, closing hours,
Yes.
swimming pool,
Yeah.
restaurant, spas. Now there are many, it's just a QR code on the
Yeah.
TV.
True.
You take your phone, you scan.
Yeah.
The whole book of all the information is on your fingertips.
Yes. True.
So I think that is amazing digitalization.
Yeah.
Another experience that I've met many times as well is a WhatsApp service.
Yes.
So they give you a number and you can WhatsApp for housekeeping. Can
Yes.
you turn down my room? Can you deliver more water
Yes.
or more towels?
Yes.
Just a
Yeah.
button, and you're
No
enjoying.
calling anymore.
No more calling. No more
Yes.
pressing zero.
Yeah, no more pressing zero. Yes.
So yes, it's definitely here to stay and developing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just thinking out the box to see how we can do it better,
Yes.
more comprehensive. Again, it's all for the travelers and the guests
Yeah.
to them make them feel comfortable and enjoy their stay
Mhm.
as fast, free, and seamless as possible.
Yeah. But do you think that, I don't know, but like smart hotels, like DIY check-in, for me, it is less humans. You know, I mean, like I love to see people when I check in hotels. I love when they are good morning, selamat pagi.
Yes,
That's
yes.
that is something I look for in hotels
Yes.
or any resorts.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes, I think what you're referring to is the personalized touch.
Yes.
Yes, which a lot of luxury hotels are supposed to provide.
Yeah.
And a lot of luxury hotels, I think that's how they get their regular clients.
Yeah.
Why would you go back to a hotel over and over again?
Yeah.
Is it about the rooms?
Yeah.
Is it about the F&B
Yes.
or the spa? If you compare the luxury properties, they are similar in that sense.
Yeah.
All provide fine dining,
Yeah.
top-notch service,
Yeah.
but it's the people.
It's the people.
Like you
yeah.
mentioned, it's all about the people that keeps them coming back. Oh, I remember so and so. Yes, so good service. I want to come back. I want to introduce friends. Come, let's go. Let's have a family travel.
Yeah.
You know, with kawan-kawan, with neighbors.
Yes.
Therein lies that balance. As much as we want to advance digitally,
Yeah. True.
but at the same time, how to mitigate where there's still that special human touch,
Yeah.
which people come back for.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe in luxury, the human touch is very important. So luxury can never be fully digital,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
In terms of maybe other categories where there are more corporate travelers, business, you know, they're in and out,
Yeah.
got meeting listed, got to check in, you
Yeah.
know, drop off the key,
Yes.
you know, cannot queue up too long. I think that group of people is, you know, will embrace
Yeah.
less people facing
Mhm.
in order to save time.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
To save time. Yeah.
Yes.
True. What about the co-working hotels and extended luxury stays? I heard.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I see in Symbian with the rise of digital nomads.
Yeah.
People who, you know, again, post-pandemic, realize that they can actually work remotely,
Yes.
even when on a holiday.
Yeah.
So as opposed to, you know, pre-pandemic where they will come to a certain destination for 3 days, 2 nights,
Yeah.
got to rush back to office the
Yeah.
next day. Now they realize they can actually bring their laptop in the midst of the Ubud forest
Yeah.
or in front of Nusa Dua Sea and get the work done.
Yeah.
And therein lies extended stays. So
Mhm.
instead of just 3 days, 2 nights, now they can stay 1 week
Yeah. True.
because they can do work and
Yes.
enjoy themselves
Yeah.
at the same time.
True.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I used to work on a co-working space
Hmm.
where people from anywhere so this co-working space is open 24 hours.
Yes.
So I was like 2 a.m. and people are working there because of the time gap.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
and then in the morning in the morning they go to surf
Yes.
and then go back to work, and then in the afternoon they go back to surfing, and then in the night they go to bars, they go to clubs.
Yes.
And then they work again like early in the morning. That's really fun, I see. Mm.
Yes. And this group of travelers, they like to mingle.
Yes.
Plus the co-working, co-living space
Yeah.
works very well.
Yeah.
Because they like to, you know, meet people from other countries. And hello, you know, let's
Yeah.
be friends.
Yes.
Let's go for a drink, like you said.
Yes.
After a day work, after surfing, come let's have lunch together.
Yeah.
So this particular segment, yes, it works very well for them.
So, Mr. Tan, if we see the trends in hospitality in Asia, we can see like a big cities like Bali, Bangkok, Singapore, Tokyo, Seoul. Which do you think is leading the innovation? Which city or which country?
Which country? I think that's a very good question. The innovation aspect, I wouldn't say there's a clear leader.
Yeah.
I think all these regions and countries are pushing innovation.
Yes.
The best they can. I see because every country has their own parameters,
Yeah.
their own cultural
Yeah.
differences, and, you know, government policies, support from tourism
Yeah.
boards. So every country is a bit different. I say there won't be a clear leader, but I can see in all these regions, Bali, Bangkok, Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo, all of them are pushing the boundaries of innovation.
Yes.
And it's way better than like 10 years
Yes.
ago. for
Especially
sure.
as after pandemic, yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
pretty much. And to me, no clear leader,
No.
but all are number one in their own right,
Yes.
in their own country, pushing innovation.
Okay. Okay, so let's change the question. What's the most exciting trend that we should watch out for?
Exciting trend. I believe very, very strongly is purposeful travels.
Okay.
Purposeful is the word. Purposeful journeys. I see more so throughout all segments, from the young to a bit the retirees who are traveling, is traveling to a destination, not just for shopping, eating. Yes, that is for sure, shopping, eating, going for a massage, but to do something good, to do something to give back to the community. And that is a purpose that drives them for their trips. And when they go back home, it's memorable, in a good way. Not just nice photos or beautiful sceneries. That is fantastic. But something they know, hey, they have done something that means to someone else. Impacted somebody else's life. One time I went to an area in Vietnam whereby villages, every day they have to walk for miles. To the well to get water.
Okay.
So we put together some funds, not just Singaporeans, but there were Americans there. Just kumpul. And they built a well right in the middle of the village. And after that, we went back again to just see how it is.
Yes.
And we play with the children, talk with the adults through translators. And you see the impact that they're so happy. They, the elderly is less tired, the ladies, the makna, they don't have to collect the water, especially if it's rainy day, pouring and everything like that, they can't, And some of them are old, can't walk for long distance. So I see this as part of the travel. It's very meaningful.
Yes.
So another word also is meaningful travel.
Yes.
There's another upcoming, also we call it volunteerism.
Volunteerism.
Yes, volunteer and tourism.
That's really cool.
So it's really going for trips, some with the sole purpose to volunteer in whichever community. Because they enjoy it so much. They love this, they traveled to when they're kids, and they want to make sure that, it continues for their own kids.
Yes.
They don't want it to go to ruins, some conservation work, volunteering to build schools. So this volunteerism is something that is more and more accepted and more requested.
More and more requested.
Yes. So by various destinations, it's not really destinations specific, but is the purpose that they're going for. So I think you can't discount. I think the next big thing will be purposeful travel, purposeful journeys. Something meaningful.
That's really good. Okay. Is there a lot of that now?
More and more. We have a media arm, Savor BlackBookAsia, under BlackBookAsia Group. We do quarterly surveys, and this has been highlighted many times over many quarters. What can they do? Traveling, luxury. Yes, they stay in a comfort zone. They have all the luxury that they have, but they want to do something else. Something else that they will set aside funds.
Yes.
Usually when you travel, you have budget, kan?
Yeah.
Got budget, okay, makan lah, accommodation lah, spa. They actually have another section where budget for doing good.
Yes.
To just simplify the thing. And they donate, bring clothes, and share or teach music and helping them to maybe have a better life.
Yes.
So this, I believe, is a strong, big trend that we see, again, through all segments, not just the rich. Everybody. Everybody can make an impact.
Yes. True.
And participate in this.
100%. Yes. That's really good. Oh man, I never thought about that. Okay. Let's talk now about the investment shifts in the hospitality. How are we understand how investors are shaping the market. I mean, like, if you see the growth markets in Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, or Singapore, what do you think?
Yes, I believe that you mean investors
Yeah,
in coming in for
Yeah.
hospitality.
Yeah.
Again, it ties in with the opportunities.
yeah,
I believe in a lot of these areas, there's a lot of opportunities that's
Yeah.
still untapped.
betul.
Yes. So given that, investors are always looking out for interesting opportunities to invest in.
Yes.
And it's opportunities that sometimes it's not every day.
Yeah.
You get certain opportunities. It really depends on the current situation, if there's certain health issues around the world. So during that, investors can look at exploring, and hospitality is something that is, in good time, bad times, there will be hospitality. It's just in various degrees
Yes,
of
true.
hospitality. So certain times it can be very muted, but it still be there.
Yes.
And when it comes back, the stock markets come back,
Yeah.
it will boom again.
Yes.
So there is low and high season, just with every
Yes.
other industry.
Yeah.
But especially a certain group of investors, they are looking for hospitality, luxury hospitality that they feel will always be there,
Yeah.
because the segment of
Yes.
consumers
Yes. It's big.
is big and it's always been there.
Yeah.
And now their children and their
Yes.
great grandchildren are coming up, the Gen Zs,
Yes.
Gen Z travelers, the Gen Z spenders. So this segment is what I don't mind investing in,
Yes.
in technology or related to properties, hospitality, that we see there's end consumer.
Yes.
Within their own families and friends.
Yeah. Are they investors always shifting towards like a boutique or experience-driven luxury?
I believe there's both. I
Both,
think there's
okay.
both segments of clients or travelers that will look for boutique luxury
Yeah.
experiences, maybe a bit more affordable boutique luxury
Yeah.
experiences. See it in the younger generation. Again, very in tune with
Yes.
social media, information, using
Yes.
AI.
Yes.
They can, put together all the things they want, but at a certain price.
Yes.
They
At a certain price. True. True.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So they feel that at that price, it could be up and down,
Yes.
is to the eyes of the
Yeah.
beholder. This price,
You're not that old.
lama. Tengok, bunda, actually quite old.
So young. You're so young.
happy. And these people, they got the money from the parents,
Yeah.
the grandparents, but they are a bit more calculated because they want, this. And we feel this is fair for this price.
Okay.
So affordable luxury, no less luxury, but they want exactly what they want. Yeah. Whereas you talk about the traditional, the luxe escapes, it will still be there because the segment will always be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you been to UX? You of course been to Bali, but have you been to Labuan Bajo?
Yes. Number one.
You heard of Labuan Bajo? You've been to Labuan Bajo. Do you think we are still growing, or it's hitting the saturation?
I believe that it's still growing.
It's still growing. Okay.
Yeah. For one reason, and one reason only, because there's still opportunities.
Yeah.
There's still unexplored places
Yeah.
within the region,
Yeah.
Labuan, and experiences.
Mhm.
And travelers are willing to travel, again, like
Yeah.
what we were talking about, for experiences. Yeah. So I believe there's still potential to grow, and saturation, no. I
No?
think still got way to grow. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, you believe in us.
I believe, yes.
Thank you.
And still a lot of travelers have not been,
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of, even in Singapore, you would think that a lot of Singaporeans or Singapore-based expats who are relocated to Singapore have been to Bali. Not so much, You'd be surprised. You would think, then there's a group that's, come many time. But all it takes is for one time, they come and they will fall in love with a destination like Bali
Yeah.
or some of the other islands
Yeah.
in Indonesia, and keep them coming back. But there's still that group that hasn't visited that place. So
Okay.
therefore, potential, therefore not saturated.
True. If you were to invest into a new hospitality venture, where would it be?
Very good question. My particular company, we've been doing a lot of Maldives
Maldives. Okay.
partnership and collaboration. Firstly, because policies again have
Okay.
evolved a bit more open, and we're actually looking to actually promote the different hotels and hospitality brands, but not only that, to own the individual villas.
Oh, okay.
So what they do is you can purchase and you lease it back to the hotel,
Yeah.
and there's an agreement of profit sharing. Or you can just leave it as a holiday home. So nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
Only you or your kawan-kawan, your neighbors
Family.
come every 3 months, 4 months, and you can enjoy that for yourself. And also due to the currency shifts in the
Yes.
different currency, it makes certain nationalities more enticing.
Yeah.
And of course, again, fiscal policies, government policies changing and being more pro-investor. I see Maldives as being one of the destinations that potentially maybe outside of Indonesia.
Yeah, outside of Indonesia.
Outside of Indonesia, I see Maldives as a very strong, strong position to welcome investors.
Yeah. What about Indonesia?
Indonesia, I see a lot of growth.
Where is it?
I think Bali, no? Bali and Lombok as well.
Lombok
nearby.
as well, yeah.
I think Lombok, a lot of people see Lombok as, Bali is very busy, Lombok is very busy, but a bit different, The food is a bit different, but the service is still there, Indonesian hospitality. So I see Lombok as, opportunities where there's not as many hotels in Bali, so there's still room for hotels to come in.
Yeah.
As lesser visitors to Lombok as compared to Bali.
Yeah.
Again, statistically speaking. So there's again potential room for people to go and visit.
Yeah.
Plus the opening of flight routes. We know a lot of destinations become very hot when more flights are opening routes, more frequencies, every maybe 3-4 times a week, 2 times, 3 times a day. So if Lombok has that many frequency and we see it opening, definitely is something that is worth looking at.
Okay, that's because people they said that Lombok is like Bali 20 or 30 years ago.
I heard that.
that. Right?
Yes. But is it true, in your opinion?
Maybe because it's less people, less tourists. There is not much tourists like in Bali.
Yes.
Because I think that's true. I only been to Gili Trawangan. Never been to other places.
So I've been to Gili Air.
Gili Air,
the smallest one.
I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Very cool. There's no motor. I think it's horse. But you can actually walk around the island. 45 minutes, I think. And
not many drunk people in Gili Trawangan.
I have never been to Trawangan, but I've heard stories. But I think it's beautiful. It's again very peaceful. No pollution.
No pollution. Yeah.
And small enough to be comfortable. Very intimate. Very private. You feel that very exclusive and private. And I think a lot of travelers are looking at that now. Yes.
So, Mr. Tan, you've been in this industry. You've been in this luxury hospitality industry for a long, long time. How do you see the evolution of it from the first time you get into until now?
Yes. Wow, the travel industry.
Yes.
I think
luxury travel industry.
Luxury travel. I think luxury travel industry back then was very much a lot about hardware. Because again, communication is not as much as now. Now at the flick of fingertips, you can get a lot of information. Travel is not as easy as now. Now it's more seamless. The world is more connected. Via land, via sea, via air. So now is sophisticated, more options available compared to last time. And luxury will always be luxury to me. There's a certain level of luxury that you need to have. The staff recognizing you by name, greeting you by name. And that hasn't changed so much. But in every other aspect, it has evolved. So, yes, I think luxury compared to last time has changed, and for the better. For everyone, for both the consumers, the travelers and the guests, as well as the management company, hotel owners, and all from boutique to the
Yeah.
big masses is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read there is also, just like you said before, Gen Z travelers now, they have like a affordable luxury trend
Yes, yes.
versus ultra exclusive escapes. What do you think about that? Affordable luxury trend versus ultra exclusive escapes.
Yes, yes. I believe they are open to both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, this Gen Z, they come for more well-to-do families,
Yeah.
or they save up quite a bit. So depending on the purpose
Yeah.
of the trip, remember purposeful travel,
Yes.
purposeful journey, they will go for either one. They want to just relax and they go all out, maybe the latter. But if they want to research more, they want to make it very tailor-made to themselves,
Yeah.
it will be the affordable luxury travel
Yes.
that they can really control and it's theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because we can have like an affordable traveling with like luxury things
Yes, yes.
and still affordable.
yes, yes.
That's what people like, right?
Yes, yes, correct. It's the price. If I'm paying $10
Yes.
to get this, but
Yeah.
if I pay $10 to get something
Yeah.
of more premium quality,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a human being
True,
reaction.
true, 100%.
And now being very competitive.
Yeah.
I think the hospitality world, especially the hospitality luxury
Yeah.
world, very competitive. We have so many brands out there. How do you differentiate?
Yeah.
How do you get that additional plus for
Yeah.
your client? You get additional perks. So I think all the management team have to come together and constantly improve, constantly come up with new engagement,
Yes.
new marketing to bring in these travelers.
Yes.
Because they really know what they want, they can spend what they want. But should they spend here or should they spend there?
100%. So, Mr. Tan, as we all see, in hospitality trends, in traveling trends, we have something that called sustainability.
Yes.
Do you think that is only a trend, or do you think we should really do it?
Sustainability is a word I personally believe is being used a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not new.
it's not new. Okay.
But what is real sustainability?
Okay.
Is it just reducing plastics
Yep.
in your property? That's very good. I
Okay.
think it's a very good start. It started off a bit slow, but now I see a lot of hotels, no more plastic,
Yes.
which is fantastic,
Yes.
in reducing plastic wastages.
Yes.
But is that all? And when you reduce plastic, do you think about the effects of other things? Because when you reduce plastic bottles
Yeah.
for water or plastic containers for
Yeah.
the soap and everything, you have to put in, like, for example, I've seen glass bottles
Yeah.
to dispense the shampoo,
Yeah.
soap. Some use porcelain.
Yeah.
But are these sustainable materials?
Okay.
So when you reduce plastic, people will stop producing plastic
Yes.
and will start producing plastic bottles or porcelain bottles. But are those in the process of manufacturing
Yeah.
give off more carbon emission to the environment?
Yes.
Are they burning more? Are they using more heat, coal, for example? That is all part of sustainability.
Yeah.
Because sustainability is a huge
Yeah.
topic, marrying different factors.
Yeah.
So you reduce plastic, but when you place the glass bottles and the porcelain, is it really sustainable?
Yes.
Does it do other things
Yeah.
that is not so sustainable? So in the end, it's a chicken and egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you talk about just this example, I think, like, for example, you can consider using wood.
Yeah.
Some properties is all wood containers.
Yes.
And not just wood, but recycled wood.
Recycle wood. Okay.
So you're not cutting down more
Yes.
trees.
Not new wood.
Again, that is
Yes.
not sustainable. Yeah. But existing wood from maybe old furniture
Yes.
that can be repurposed.
Yes.
And this is called upcycling
Yes.
again.
Upcycling. True.
Yeah, so you're not cutting down new
Yeah.
trees, you're not burning new things, but it's the same repurpose.
Yes.
And that, to me, I think, more sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to think about a lot of different factors when you decide to change something, reduce something, when it comes to the world of sustainability.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it comes with price. Those things,
Yes.
recycling, upcycling,
Yes.
changing plastic bottles. to glass bottles.
Yes,
That's
yes.
really expensive.
Yes.
How do you think we balance profitability with ethical hospitality?
Very good question.
Yeah.
I think it's again what I mentioned before. It's all about the balance
Yeah.
in many situations. The owners, the hospitality brands and companies, management companies, have to really sit down and think this through. Of course, profit is important.
Yes.
And they want to do sustainability, but at what cost? And maybe it's an initial cost that's very high, but along the way they save in other ways, or the initial cost not so high, and they over time they
Yeah.
inbuilt sustainability option, so it's not upfront, and they can mitigate their costs, cash flow, and
Yeah.
such. So it's a balance, has to be thought very carefully
Yes.
among all the stakeholders, of
Yeah.
course. And it's no harm doing a survey out to the public, because in the end, it's the end consumer as well.
Yeah.
You have to take their input, have their input of what they think about sustainability.
Yeah.
What would they want to do in the hotel, what they don't need,
Yeah.
or what they need more. And from there, with their input, you can better decide
Hmm.
and how to balance this.
Okay.
But there will definitely be a cost. There's a cost to
There's a
everything.
cost for everything. True.
Everything.
100%.
Yes, even if it's not sustainability, there's a cost for other things.
Yes.
But what more sustainability?
Yeah.
Because you're doing good to the environment, you're protecting the environment for generations to come.
Yes.
And I think for that, money cannot buy.
Yes.
So definitely there has to be thought put into it, actions put in it, but really think it through.
Yeah.
Not just on the superficial fun level, but all the other aspects,
Yeah.
the repercussion,
Yes.
the after effects, is all linked together.
Yes.
Hospitality is all linked together.
Yes.
So we have to look at it in that way.
Okay, for the next luxury hospitality, let's go back to luxury. What are your future predictions on luxury hospitality?
I believe luxury in itself will
Yes.
not change, but in how people perceive luxury.
Yeah.
In a sense, I'm a consumer. What do I perceive luxury that I'm going to pay this amount for
Yes.
to give me back?
Yeah.
So I think that will change. Again, with all that's changing in the world,
Yeah.
the rise of AI and digitalization,
Yeah.
social media, the Gen Zs, the digital nomads, all together will change the landscape of luxury.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving so much, what do I get back
Yes.
in return? I want more because there's more to offer now
Yeah.
than before. Now the luxury brands have access to wider options more than before.
Yeah.
So with the access and with the options and with my funds that I want to, I don't mind spending this amount for my whole family.
Yes.
What do you give me back?
Yeah.
So I think the exchange will change.
Oh,
in
the exchange will
luxury.
change. Okay.
But the term luxury and the luxury that is expected will never change.
Okay.
They are being recognized,
Yeah.
being felt, welcome.
Yes. Feel
to
welcome.
the
Yes.
place and welcome to come back. You
Yeah.
know, when you're checking out, you are sad to
Yeah.
leave, because you'll meet friends.
Yeah.
And you want to come back and
Yes.
straight away, even before you check out, you want to plan the next trip.
Yes.
When I'm going to come back again.
Yeah.
So I think that is something that hospitality brands will want to do in terms of the future of luxury.
Yeah.
Getting them as a fan,
Yeah.
as a die-hard fan of your brand. And once they're there,
Yes.
it will never change.
Yes. True. True. What about the emerging destinations? Like for the future, let's say we all know Indonesia. We have Bali. We have Labuan Bajo. We have Raja Ampat. Thailand. We have Bangkok. We have Koh something.
Yes.
What about other destinations like Hainan, or maybe in Japan, Kyoto, maybe,
Kyoto, yes.
or Fukuoka, maybe, or Bhutan, or maybe Uluwatu, because now Uluwatu is getting more crowded than before.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
See, yes.
People are moving from Canggu to Uluwatu
Uluwatu, yes.
because Canggu now is crazy.
Yes.
Have you been there?
Been there, yes. I mean, of course, there's certain areas that people want to explore.
Yes.
That is not as commonly explored.
Yes.
Regions, I can think of a place in Africa,
A place in Africa.
East Africa,
East Africa, okay.
named Rwanda.
Rwanda, okay.
I'm sure you have heard of Rwanda. Beautiful gorillas, nature safaris, and very luxury.
Very luxury.
Because by the mere fact, when you do a research, you see that some of the top brands that is already in Rwanda, you know they have to be there for a reason. They have done their market survey. There's a market for it. And this place, again, because of certain air flight routes that is not that established or as frequent, harder to travel to previously, but now it's getting very easy. It's making this destination as something to look out for. So Rwanda is definitely on our, we call it the watch list for travel destination. Very few people have been, outside of the African circle and the neighboring countries. But this destination, it shouldn't be, not on your list.
Yes, true. Okay. What about the rise of private member resorts and hyper personalized travel? What is that?
I've heard of some of this. I haven't personally been to any members only resort. I believe they have their own structure. They might want to make a niche for themselves, as in we are a private only resort, and it's something that is not exclusive. So their members feel very exclusive, not open to everyone. But having said that, I believe that resorts who are open to any demographics of travelers has a wider audience, and wider audiences mean more possibility for business. And more, there's possibility of profit. You got to think of that when you are managing or owner. So private members resort is good for certain reasons. And the traditional hotels, the non-members only, still will be there.
Still will be there, of course.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Last but not least, what will you define luxury travel in the future? Let's say 2030.
By 2030, luxury travel will be more seamless, more efficient to construct, and yet giving the same creature comforts, the same luxury, the same opulence in terms of service, F&B, accommodation, experiences than ever before. I believe by 2030, everything will be streamlined digitally more than now. And at the same time, all the luxuries of luxury, all the creatures comfort of luxury that you expect will still be there. And I predict that for 2030.
2030, that's very good. Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Gabriel Tan, for coming here in Dialogue Podcast Hospitality. Do you have anything to our watchers you want to say?
I think thank you so much for watching this podcast, and we look forward to sharing more what BlackBookAsia Group has for the next 10 years.
Where can we find you? Do you have any Instagram or BlackBook Group Asia?
Yes, we have. We're on Twitter, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. So it's Saver BlackBookAsia and SBR BlackBookAsia.
Okay.
And also BlackBookAsia. We have quite a few.
Just Google it.
It's
there.
Yeah, it's there.
I saw your website. It's crazy. It's really cool.
Team effort again, the design team.
I love it. Oke, terima kasih banyak teman-teman yang sudah menyaksikan obrolan saya hari ini bersama Bapak Gabriel Tan. Sampai ketemu lagi di episode berikutnya di Dialogue Podcast Hospitality.